Howdy lads, welcome back to another Gates of Hell PvP match. This time it is a 3v3 on Safeki Quarry. So one of the Talvasoda map DLC maps. Don't do a lot of 3v3s, so I hadn't played this map before. But I am joined by Mainis and Triglav, both in the Discord. Mainis is actually one of the members of the channel, so absolute legend. Let's just put that out there now. We're versing Coriad, PXX, and someone else. I don't know. He left before the screen came back up. You know, when you finish a game and then the menu screen comes up. He left before that came up, so I didn't get a chance to actually get a picture of him on there. That doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I missed whatever his name was, but it doesn't matter. It's late war, and I'm the US offensive doctrine. Been having a bit of fun with this doctrine lately. As I've stated before, I think it's the hardest doctrine in the game to play. But I think if you play it right, it can be an absolutely amazing doctrine. I've seen people use it stupidly effectively. I just think it did. I don't think it's bad per se. I think it just did not suit my playstyle. My playstyle being pump out a stupid amount of inf and overwhelm your opponent. Obviously, I can't do that with this squad, so all good. Got the Jeep pushing up anyway. I've taken the northeast, and my video settings died, rough. But I've taken the northeast. No idea where his forces are at this point. I think Mainis said that one of them bought a Jeep. So that's why I'm being very hesitant, because I imagine they would push a Jeep up. Mainis or Trig, because what some players will do is if you go to the opponent's spawn at the start of the match while the pause timer is going down, and as soon as the game starts, you will hear whether they have a vehicle or not. So it can be an effective way to, see what's going on. Now, his vehicle has pushed this point. Being the Americans, I'm pretty certain that my MG is better than theirs, my MG Jeep. So I'm just getting shots on him. It's a little bit laggy at the start. I do apologise, lads. But yeah, if you're the Americans, it's generally a pretty safe bet that you're going to win that battle. The Jeep push at the start. So happy days. I've managed to get onto that point and kill his Kuba wagon, and now I'm going to steal the Kuba wagon and use it against him. Because why not? It'd be rude not to. So my squad's finally pushed up. I'm not sure. I think Mainis is in the middle and Triglav is on the right. Both good players, so they'll hold their own quite nicely. Pretty sure Mainis cops the brunt of the slaughter being in the middle there. It's like a big cauldron, like there's just hills all around it, so you can kind of just sit support weapons on kind of surrounding the quarry and just absolutely crap on anything that goes in there. So he has a rough time. I'll just put that out there now. But I decided while I had time to try and build, a couple of foxholes. Because why not? You should be, if you ever get time on a point, especially at the start, just spam foxholes. Get them dug. Help yourself dig in. And what I like to do, once I've got foxholes or like a really good defendable position, get yourself some elite infantry, because they will hold their ground for, long enough for you to react if you get attacked. Whereas the cheaper infantry will just get wiped in, a couple minutes, and while you're doing something else on another point, you've lost all your forces on said point. So, yeah, once I've completely capped a position, I like to get elite infantry up there to hold it, because they will hold it for a lot longer. Now, I was kind of looking around at what to do. Wasn't sure. Didn't need much, but I ended up getting this mountain squad. They're a tier 3 squad, I believe. So I'm going to get them up and dig them into the point. As I said, get some elite infantry, because they will hold their own a lot better. I think Triglav's copping it from this 2 centimeter flak at the minute. And something is going ham. Not at my boys, at Mainis, I think. Oh no, he's shooting at me. I'm just trying to get the guys to lie down in their foxholes. It's exactly what they're there for. Oh, it's a SD KFZ. What is? No, it's the 2 centimeter flak, is it? Ah, he's just got the little engineer motorbike to tow it. That's all. But yeah, so that 2 cm cannon is AA cannon is doing a fair bit of damage. I don't really use them, if I'm honest. The AA emplacements too often. Maybe I should, because they can be quite devastating. I just see a lot of people using the AA trucks, and I see how useless they are, and it kind of puts me off buying those kind of AA emplacements. But I've decided to sacrifice this Cooper wagon. I'm just going to push it up to the front of the point. Why not? Swing him up, get eyes. I'm pretty sure the guy that I'm versing playing very defensively. He's just digging foxholes. Yep. So, it works in my favour. I've said it before, in this game you can't play defensive and expect to win. It just doesn't work. Well, defensive from the get-go. If you can push really hard and cap the point first, then you can play defensively, don't get me wrong. But, yeah, if you haven't pushed up and kind of, you know, capped more zones, you can't play defensively because you're not going to win that way. Got to be aggressive. As you can see, one of my guys had mines, so I'm going to mine that so that if he does try to push him with the vehicle, that'll hopefully stop him. 520 in, 425 to 235 our way. We currently hold 5 points, they hold 2. So he's got some form of cannon there. I'm just shooting it with the MG. I don't really care if it dies, to be honest. The 3.7 pack. Not too worried about that, to be honest. The only time I've ever had a bad time as a with a pack is when Triglav used the God tier 45 mil and destroyed everything I had. Nothing I had could kill this thing, even if I shot first. It was ridiculous. You'll see it in one of the games. I don't know if it comes out before or after this, but oh, it's quite infuriating. But my M8 tank's coming up to support. I don't really need it on my side, is the thing. So eventually I end up swinging it to the middle in support of Mainis because he's getting pushed quite hard by multiple people, I believe. I'm pretty sure the guy defending E, the point closest to the east. Sorry, I don't know why I called it E. The point closest to the east, so the point I'm fighting. I believe he's actually pushing into the middle as well to try and cap that. So I decide to end up bringing that around to help him. I just got to send a text to the missus. Dun, dun, dun. Alrighty. So, Mainis also has, what has he got? 75mm GMC. What is that? I'm trying to think of what doctrine he is then. No idea. He's obviously in the Americans. Triglav is the Soviets. So my M8 has actually killed the 45. He's bringing some form of tank up. Oh, it's the SDK, the 5cm, all round SDKFZ. Cool little Puma. I do like it. So I've decided to try and lob a few shots at it, but I'm going to find it difficult. So I've decided to try and get some heat shells on it because I do have both these rifle grenadier dudes. Why not throw some heat shells at it? Don't know what it hit, to be honest. So there is a Marder 2, or Marder 3, is it? Yeah, Marder 3, sorry, out on the field now, which is obviously quite capable of destroying everything we have. It's just taken out whatever Mainis had, so decided to pull the M8 away. I'm just looking at how far away it is and marking it for the boys, but I've decided to pull that away because, you know, this is the only support weapon I have. If I lose it, could be quite detrimental to my war effort. Now, Triglav has a tank pushing him as well. I don't know what it is, but a medium at this point in the game is very powerful. Triglav also has nothing in support of his soldiers, so all he can really do is dig in and hope. Oh, actually, a lie. He's got a 76mm infantry gun. I just couldn't see it. But decided to get this Ranger Special Forces crew out purely because it comes with a 60mm mortar, and I figured that would be quite handy. I'm also going to dig a few foxholes in. I wanted to dig some foxholes to hide my bazooka dude in, so if he does push me, I can lie the bazooka dude down, pop up when a tank comes, easy kill. That's the idea. I'm getting the 60mm mortar out as well. I just wanted to set up a really good defensive position before I pulled anything away to assist Mainis. You know, as I said, a well dug in elite squad can cause absolute chaos for your opponent when pushing a point. So we were all talking in Discord at the minute. I think, yeah, Mainis was having quite a bit of trouble. As I said, I think he's actually fighting, you know, half of the, you know, he's fighting one player plus half of the squads that from the guy I'm versing are also pushing towards the middle. So he's having quite a rough time. And to be fair, I think the same's happening on Triglav's side. I actually think all three of them are sending forces to the middle. So poor Mainis is absolutely copping it at the minute. But, yeah, mate, I'm pushing that in just to get some support. As I said, this middle here is just a cauldron. It's a slaughter. There's just, you know, you sit support weapons around as they're doing on their side and we're doing on our side, and it's so hard to keep infantry on that point. So I could see why Mainis is having trouble. All you can really do is get a bunch of guys on there, lie down, and then wait for them to get killed inevitably. But he's got a fair few pieces on this eastern side, and they're all kind of coming towards me, so a little bit worried at the minute because there's a lot of forces coming. But I've got my rifle grenadier popping shots at that SDK, and I'm pushing my bazooka up just to get some shots on it as well. Managed to get a shot off at a dude that I happened to be running past, which was quite annoying, and he hit me so hard my dude dropped his bazooka. How stupid is that? Yeah, you go pick up your bazooka. Idiot. But I can't get it. Oh, its hull's been destroyed, so my rifle grenadier must have got it. Shot for good luck, why not? But I hit the pole. Anyway, 11 minutes in, because I've got 10 minutes. 678 to 153 our way. We will have control of the game, even though we're losing this middle point now. Both flanks are completely set, really. And Triglav built 50,000 mines in front of his point, so good luck to them pushing it. I can't actually remember if they ever end up pushing it, but one of the boogaloos that Triglav likes to incorporate into his game. If you're in the Discord, you'll notice that one of his, and I don't even know if he knows this yet, but one of his tags is Boogaloo Warning, because he will do the rattiest tactics and he absolutely loves it. Like building 50,000 mines in front of his point because he's not having to do anything. But that's what the better players do. He's a very good player, and if you give players like that time, they will just do stuff like that that will make your life absolutely hell. You know, the odds of them being... He could sit one squad on that point and push all the rest of his forces in the middle, and he'll probably still hold that point because of all the mines and stuff in front of it. So you just can't give good players like that time to set up a defense, because you're just going to have a rough time. But yeah, mate, I'm just trying to micro it a little bit to get some shots off. Now, Mainis is capping. He does have lots of forces on there. He should probably be lying them down, because they're all just kind of getting shot for nothing at the minute. Ooh. That thing is brutal. I did get a good shot off then. That grill is absolutely smashing him. Rough gig. Does happen though. Now he has a Hellcat out. Not sure what he's shooting at. I think he was having a go at the flak. Well, not the flak, the AA grill thing. But he's pulling it back, because they do have a Marder 3 out there, and obviously the M18 isn't the... Like, it's got a good gun, but it's not the strongest tank, armor-wise. So you got to be a bit careful. Now, I am bringing some ammo up for my mortar, and my settings got absolutely nuked, so apologies for that. I don't know if anyone's ever had to play in like this, but it's actually quite hard, because you just got such limited vision on what's happening. So now I'm basically having to depend on the map to assess what's going on. You will find in 3v3s, especially if you're on a laptop like me or you're in Australia, a lot of the times it's either too laggy or this will happen, because You know, there's obviously just, it's a lot of work on your computer and the internet for the distance. Triglav's in Slovenia, and Mainis, I think he's in America. Not quite sure. But we're all pretty far apart, so yeah, all good. Anyway, my mortar is finally here. I don't know why I moved it or what I'm doing with it, but I'm pretty sure it's been there for a while, but I don't know why I moved it then, to be honest. Couldn't tell you. Mainis's Hellcat is doing some awesome work though. Don't know what he's actually shooting. I think he took out the Marder 3. Yeah, he did. So he's actually helped me out because all that equipment is on this side. Now he's pushed up a half track. I reckon there's infantry in it. I'm not 100% sure. I threw a rocket at it, but I missed. So now he's pulling away. My mortar is going absolutely bananas. I love those little mortars. I'm telling you, if you're not using those little mortars, you're doing it wrong. Those things are brutal. Some people don't like mortars because, yes, sometimes they won't get that many kills, but it's not just about the kills with the mortars. It's also a deterrent. It deters your enemy from pushing, from putting officers on the point. You know, multiple things. So he has a mortar of his own, actually. I don't know if it's on my point though. I've seen 8cm mortar kill. Mainis has a 60mm mortar out as well. But 15 minutes in, 854 to 85 our way. Just trying to get the bazooka off this dude so that I've got something to take out that stupid half track. He's actually pushing something else up as well. Can't see what it is on the east. I think he's going for Mainis' Hellcat. Yeah, he is. Oh no, that's a Panzerschreck that hit it. Rough gig. Anyway, I'm pushing these Rangers up. And I've got the 76 out. I've never used this, so I was quite keen to get the 76 out. It just makes me think of Fury. I'm pretty sure it's the same tank. But I've got the M8 here to take out this half track when its cannon turns around eventually. I always find whenever I push up to something, I need to start using T and pushing up while turning the turret, because I always push up and then I go to micro it and the turret's facing the wrong way. It's a problem. Mainis' 60mm mortar is doing some absolute damage though. I missed that one. Having a lot of trouble trying to shoot this half track. Don't know what I'm hitting, to be honest. So dumb. Come on. My mortar is wasting shots hitting it, but it did just get a direct hit, so yeah, we'll take that. Now, the 76 should be able to get a shot. It's up on the hill, so I imagine it's got a clear line of sight. The BM-848, so I'm pretty sure that's that rocket truck. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think it's that good. I guess if your infantry's out in the open and you use it, it's handy, but if you've got entrenched infantry, it just doesn't do enough damage. But I've finally taken out that half track. Happy days. Stern Panzer has absolutely destroyed Mainis' forces in the middle. There's not a lot we can do about the Stern Panzer. Even my 76mm is going to struggle to penetrate that from the front. But I'm bringing the M8 back over to support in the middle. And not sure what I do at this point. No idea, actually. Yeah, I'll get some Ranger Assault. So I honestly don't know why I'm not at this point helping Mainis in the middle. And by the looks of it, Triglav might actually be losing that right side. Maybe they've got an officer in the point, I'm not sure. But they won't be able to get any support vehicles near it because of all those mines, so I don't think he's too worried. I've got my AT team up there for just in case they decide to push that vehicle over. Lie down, happy days. And now I'm just going to let my mortar go to work. While he's pushing, that'll just slowly do damage. Even if it doesn't kill him, it'll take damage. You know, they're like a grenade going off every few seconds, those 60mm mortars. As you can see on the kill feed, it's doing its job. Not unhappy about that, and I'm getting that squad up behind. I'm not going to sit it on the point in case he, like, if he gets a flare gun and hits that point and I've got 3 squads on there, I'm going to cop massive losses. Sometimes, if you've got enough infantry on the point, it's good to just sit your infantry behind the point That way you can instantly reinforce it if you need to. So that's what I'm doing there. So it looks like he's gonna F1 spamming me, but it's not really working out for him. Either that or it's just my mortar shooting that quickly. But I'm slaughtering him as he pushes in, to be honest. He has got his Stug 3 here, but it's not going to really help him. But that is game. GG's. Thank you guys for watching. Cheers.